Hello and welcome to Diecast Restos. My name is Jason and this is a Matchbox 47F SS100 Jaguar. It was originally released by Lesney in 1982, shortly prior to their bankruptcy. It continued on for a further 4 years as part of the rest of world releases under the new ownership. Mine is showing signs of corrosion all over with bubbling paintwork, and it has a very bent and squashed window frame. Here's how it ought to look in mint condition. And this is a real SS Jaguar 100. SS cars were the precursor to Jaguar cars. SS stood for Standard Swallow, but this was changed to Jaguar in 1945 to remove themselves from any Nazi connotations. The Jaguar name had been associated with SS cars from 1936 on the 2.5 litre saloon. That same year, the SS Jaguar 100 sports car was launched, the 100 referencing the 100 mph top speed. It used a shortened chassis borrowed from the 2.5 litre saloon and had an uprated 2.6 litre straight-six engine capable of producing 100 brake horsepower. Then in 1938, the 3.5 litre version was launched, increasing power output to 125 brake horsepower. Just 198 SS100s were built, one of which was built as a fixed-head coupe. A select few SS100s were also the first to bear the leaping Jaguar hood ornament. They were produced until 1939, when World War II halted production. As such, its successor was the 1948 Jaguar XK120, which was produced in far greater numbers. The car left behind a legacy of numerous companies producing replica versions, including Birchfield and Finch Motor Companies, both located in Australia. The Matchbox SS100 launched alongside a number of vintage and classic models in 1982, just prior to Lesney's collapse. These included the 62 Corvette, Ford Model A van, 57 Ford Thunderbird, and 33 Willys Street Rod. The similarly vintage Citroën 15 CV joined the lineup in 1983. This marked a phase where Lesney was blurring the division lines between the 1-75 and Models of Yesteryear series. Indeed, the SS100 had been in the Models of Yesteryear range since 1977, albeit in their larger scale. SS100 castings remained in red between 1982 and 1985, despite the switch to production overseas, namely in Macau. In 1986, still in the non-US rest of world range, the colour was switched to a dark blue body. The separate hood was coloured in silver. After this, the model was discontinued. It made a brief reappearance in the UK in 1991 as a promotional model. The casting was coloured dark green with a red hood. Often on beaten up and battered Jags like this, you'll find the headlamps have been broken off their fragile stalks. Similarly, the window surround is mostly bent or entirely broken off in the worst case scenario. The body pieces are sprayed in TAMIYA TS8 Italian Red. This shade seems to be universally excellent and is continually a decent match to the factory shades. Mine's running out though, as I use it so often. More is required ahead of the second coat. The casting came with no trim applied, nor any tampos. So other than restoring my window surround and grille piece, I only have to use my molotochrome on the wheel foils. I think the plastic piece does really make the front of the model look great, but the rear is a bit dull. I'll rechrome this piece again after I try to solve the bent window surround with some pressure in my vise. But anyway, here are all of the components that go into making the SS100 Jaguar. I bent back the steering wheel and washed the interior piece, and that is the first piece of the puzzle in place. I then wiggle and squeeze in the plastic part that makes up the headlights, grille and window surround. After that, I can pop the engine cover through the holes in the plastic and casting, ready to reattach firmly. Then it's the Citadel gloss washed and chrome treated wheels that go in next, held in by axle supports. And lastly, the base, which attaches via a slot to the front and a rivet post to the rear. And a screw for the hood and a screw for the body completes the build. So here's a reminder of how my SS100 Jaguar looked originally. It was dirty, blistered and bent, and a good yet simple candidate for restoration. And here it is now, looking gloriously smooth in a new coat of red. The body of the casting originally looked as if it was suffering from some corrosion, but it wasn't as bad as first feared. The restored wheel foils I think make the casting stand out far more than before. It's a shame it has a bit of a basic back end, perhaps another possibility for a resto mod in future. I gently bent the steering wheel back in position and flattened the wonky window surrounding my vice. That single plastic piece was recoated top to bottom in chrome, and I think that the grille and headlight section looks worlds better for it. Now that's all from me for today. Leave me a comment with how you thought this build turned out, and let me know if I should give this a resto mod in the future. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. But all that leaves me to say is thanks for watching, and I'll see you again for the next one. Bye for now.